here to tell you there is some moving and shaking going on in the Indiana Fever organization because they have definitely let go of a player. Now, I know y'all thinking, what does this mean? This means Caitlin Clark return is sooner rather than later. Could that be why we did not see Caitlin come back? I mean, we did not see Caitlin travel with the team this past week. I don't know.
The Indiana Fever's recent migration has sparked widespread interest in basketball. The team's decision to cut a player who is expected to serve as a bridge until Caitlin Clark's comeback has left fans and experts with a question. Is Clark returning sooner than expected?
The Indiana Fever have officially released Kyra Lambert, a guard from overseas who Stephanie White signed on a trust me bro recommendation. Somebody who Stephanie White didn't even know existed up until about 8 days ago. Unfortunately for Kyra Lambert, her time on the Indiana Fever has come and her time on the Indiana Fever has gone. Best of luck to you and your future endeavors.
It's been Kyra Lambert was just brought in to address a pressing need for fever treatment. The team's point guard situation was deteriorating due to frequent injuries. Key players Caitlin Clark, Ari McDonald, and Sydney Coulson have all been sidelined. Lambert, who had previously played in the Greek A1 League, was brought in to fill the void.
Why is this move curious? Well, Lambert was on a 7-day deal, so the Fever could just be looking at this break knowing that her contract was going to expire anyway and not wanting to waste her time. But under the hardship rules, as that it has been, put out there and publicized, the Fever only had to release one of the two players between Odyssey Sims and Kyra Lambert once Caitlin Clark was back. But one of them was going to have to go once they...
Lambert appeared ready to show herself, and the Fever believed she may be their brief salvation. But this is where things get weird. She was terminated after only 7 days on the job. This is not just an ordinary roster move. This is a high-level basketball strategy. Why would they cut a player who has hardly had a chance to establish herself? The solution seems obvious. Caitlin Clark's return is closer than expected.
It's a blessing, having the journey that I've had and just, remaining faithful, trusting God and doing the work and just to see it all come back around and have this opportunity.
What's this opportunity in the W mean, given all that you've worked to get to this point?
Yeah. I mean, it means everything, to, again, just remain faithful and trust the process. It speaks to resiliency, it speaks to faith, and I'm really excited to be here.
What's your familiarity, if anything, with this team, with Steph, with how they want to run things?
Yeah, I've been watching the W for years. It's the best basketball in the world. So, I've been watching and
Fans are already figuring it out. Here's the juicy part. This is not about performance. This is about making space for something bigger. The Fever's decision to waive Lambert was not based on her skills. The discussion focused on future developments. Caitlin Clark is a popular athlete that lights up arenas and dominates ESPN.
Clearly, Odyssey Sims has played herself into more of a role for the Fever. She got a bunch of minutes in the game on Sunday, 42 minutes for Sims. Lambert didn't play, right? So you can see relative one to the other where the Fever were looking at things from the pecking order standpoint. Now, there's also the Sophie Cunningham injury, but to be honest, I'm not sure how that would impact things unless they felt they needed somebody at that position rather than more depth at the point guard.
Clark's groin ailment has prevented her from playing, but she is nearing a return. Lambert's publication date indicates only one possibility. The Fever require roster space due to Caitlin Clark's anticipated early return.
We just saw the most pointless contract of all time. The most pointless 7-day of all time. Kyra Lambert. They didn't even give Kyra Lambert a page on the WNBA website. I'm not joking. If you type in WNBA.com and you look at the Fever's last game, maybe they updated it because she actually saw the floor. Fever vs Connecticut. Kyra Lambert played a grand total of 4 seconds. She played 4 seconds. It would have been better off just to not play her. Oh wait, it rounded to 5. They didn't even give her a WNBA page. They did not even give her a WNBA.
Why keep Odyssey Sims and cut Lambert? It is all about strategy. Sims provides seasoned leadership and depth and can easily transition to a supporting role when Clark returns. This move strengthens the Fever in the short term and prepares them for Clark's comeback. The approach aims to maximize the team's chances of success with Clark's comeback.
Fever fans, I don't know, we might have some good news. Well, we might have some great news. Cece, my precious Cece might be returning. Might be. You hear me? Because they just released Kyra Lambert. You hear me? She had 3 ACL tears. So she wasn't good for nothing anyway. She fragile. How you have that many ACL tears? But thank you for providing us 7 days of your presence. You hear me? We needed you to fill in. You hear me? Because the GOAT, the greatest of all time, is about to return and do.
Let's discuss timing. Everything here seems too beautiful to be a coincidence. The Fever's break after their game against Connecticut coincides with Clark's recuperation schedule. According to ESPN's injury reports and the team's practice schedule, Clark plans to resume full practice by the end of the break. The August 26th game against Seattle appears to be her most likely debut, which might lead to a remarkable return for the squad.
Did know that once Caitlin Clark was back, one of the 2 hardship signings was going to have to go. So that's naturally where people's heads were thinking when it was reported on the ESPN broadcast that Clark, the hope was she would return to practice this week with target dates the 22nd, 24th, 26th, those games being thrown out as potential return dates. Now, I don't have any other updates on that. I mean, I took Stephanie White's comments as they hope still she returns to at the regular season a little less confident than the
Everything was flawlessly prepared. Despite Clark's absence, the Fever has had significant growth. Despite having a weakened roster, they successfully competed and won against strong teams. Natasha Howard and other players have demonstrated the team's depth beyond expectations.
Can the Fever please invest in international scouts? They definitely need to invest in international scouts because I know your boy John Liquidator ain't the best advocate when it comes to overseas players, but something I would say, they play hard, bro. Those overseas players play like they got something to prove. I give them that. But far as me, I feel like we got enough talent here at home in our home country to get players. Somebody said every day I question if Amber Cox and Stephanie White are even on the same page.
Clark's return to a winning club might significantly impact their playoff chances. The Fever's rapid climb has earned them respect among its competitors. The major issue is, when will Clark return? ESPN predicts her return between August 22nd and 26th, with the Seattle Storm game being the most likely option. If she's ready, the Fever have the potential to finish the season strong and make a surprise playoff push. This is a significant development for both the franchise and the WNBA. Clark's health has the potential to significantly impact events.
Throughout her second season in the WNBA, Caitlin Clark has posted 16.5 points, 5 rebounds, and 8.8 assists per game for the Indiana Fever. Clark started the season on a tear under Stephanie White, but has since struggled to stay on the court, playing her second season as a professional. The Fever have 9 remaining games of their regular season schedule. They have a long break before their next matchup on Friday. The venue will be open, giving Clark a chance to rehab as the Fever takes several days off from game action.
This is not simply about Clark's homecoming. This is about the Fever's probable playoff run. Despite struggling last year, the squad has demonstrated their ability to compete without their franchise player this season. Imagine what this club could accomplish with Clark back in the mix. If they finish strong and make the playoffs, they could have a fairy tale comeback. With Clark leading the charge, the team has the potential to make a significant impact in the postseason. The decision to waive Kyra Lambert has sparked controversy. Why cut someone who is expected to be the future? Well, it isn't about now. It is about the future. The Fever did not need a fill-in player. They needed a game share. That individual is Caitlin Clark.
We have a chance, but the only thing I'm concerned about is she 100% healthy? You hear me? And I need to know what's going on with Sophie, because that's her enforcer. Because everybody else on the team be acting like they scared and softer than Charmin tissue. You hear me? Y'all better protect my precious CC by any means necessary. Playoffs. That's right there in the view. You hear me? Here we come. The referees need to get it in gear. I still don't trust them.
The Fever's willingness to remove Lambert early indicates a strong belief in Clark's recovery. Let's discuss Clark's role when she returns. She is recognized as a standout player. She have the ability to carry a squad. Clark was averaging 16.5 points, 8.8 assists, and 5.0 rebounds prior to her injury, demonstrating how much the Fever had missed her.
When it comes to Caitlin Clark. But like I said on Sunday, that's the kind of win, if I'm CC, that I watch and say, I got to get back out there. Like, nothing can stop me from rejoining this team this season. That fight that they showed.
It's not just about bringing back a star player. The goal is to refocus their offense. She will be the missing component in bringing the team together. Caitlin Clark sees this as more than just playing basketball. Her reappearance carries more stakes. She's not returning solely for her health or the Fever's success. She returns to fulfill a personal goal. After a lengthy rehabilitation, she now has the opportunity to demonstrate her resilience to the world. The goal is to recover her status as one of the league's top players.
If she's going to play, I hope that she comes back successful. I hope that she can come back as a difference maker, because the playoffs are around the corner and the Indiana Fever are much better when she's on the team. She takes so much responsibility and able to dictate pace and able to control the momentum of the game and also generate points for herself and for others. And she makes the game easier for all her teammates. So I know they would love to have her back. My biggest concern is the injuries, and for selfish reasons, I would prefer her, Paige Beckers, Angel Reese to just sit out.
So, here's what everyone is wondering. When does Caitlin Clark return? Signs indicate a date range of August 22nd to 26th. The fan excitement for Clark's homecoming is evident. Social media is full with countdowns, celebration gifts, and speculation. Fans anticipate a dramatic recovery, with Clark's return seen as a potential turning point for the squad. The enthusiasm is real. Could this be the spark that drives the team to postseason contention? Although physical healing is crucial, Clark's mental preparation is also critical. Recovering after an injury involves more than simply returning to the court. It's also important to mentally prepare for the game. Clark's work ethic and commitment are unquestionable. When she returns, more than just her body will be ready. This will be her thinking as well. Transitioning back to the court will require a strong mental game. Clark's return will have a significant impact on the WNBA as a whole. The return of one of the league's top performers has teams on edge. This will significantly impact the playoffs. The Fever's success in the postseason depends on how Clark's comeback affects the team dynamics. The impact of Fever's decision-making extends beyond the immediate term. Our focus is on the franchise's long-term success. By strategically releasing Lambert and keeping Sims, the team has set itself up for long-term success. The squad has developed young players who are rising up, and Clark will return to a more experienced and deeper team. The goal is to create a winning culture in Indiana, and Clark's return is just the beginning.
It has come down to this season and Caitlin Clark's return. If they hope to make the playoffs, this is what's got to be done. She's got to come back, and she's going to have to win. And she's got to win even with Stephanie White as her coach. Good Lord, she will be the GOAT if she can pull that off at this point.
Caitlin Clark's return might help the Indiana Fever make a strong postseason run. This year's WNBA playoffs could benefit from a healthy, motivated Fever team with nothing to lose and everything to prove. Keep an eye on Indiana. The narrative is just getting started. With Clark's return, the Fever has the potential to unexpectedly spread. Can they pull this off?